Hey guys, this is Nick Funk from the Student Ministry at CPC. I'm going to be talking about Haggai chapter 2, verses 20 to 23. I've got my NIV Adventure Bible, and I've got a computer down here to help me along. Alright, so the first bit that I'm going to be covering is, "Tell Zerubbabel, governor of Judah, that I'm going to shake the heavens and the earth." And the second part is, "On that day, declares the Lord Almighty, I will take you, my servant Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, declares the Lord, and I will make you like my signet ring, for I have chosen you, declares the Lord Almighty." This first bit sounds quite harsh. The upending and overturning of all the established order, all the kingdoms that the people at that time thought were going to stay because of their military might. And when I read this about a week ago, I was struck by how similar our circumstances are today. At least for me, a lot of the stuff that I thought was going to happen, such as finishing out the school year like planned, or going out to play some frisbee, that's not happening anymore. It's been overturned. And I was struck by the similarity between me and the Israelites. When the Israelites got back from Babylon, instead of building the temple, they focused on what they wanted to do, building their own houses. And this year, instead of focusing on God, what He had wanted me to do, or listening to Him, I'd been focusing on how can I have fun during the school year. And so that was an insight that this passage helped me see about my life and what I can do to help trust in God in the future. The second part deals with God's promises. He makes a lot of promises because we make a lot of mistakes. And some of them are in Genesis 3, He promises a way out of sin. In Genesis 18, He promises Abraham a son. That son has more children and grows into a nation. David, in that nation, is promised in 2 Samuel 7 that one of his sons, or one of his offspring, will have a never-ending reign. We look back at that and know that it's Jesus. Between David and Jesus is Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel was the nine greats grandfather of Christ. In Matthew 1, the family tree of Jesus is traced from Abraham all the way down. And verse 12 says, "After the exile to Babylon, Jeconiah was the father of Shealtiel, Shealtiel the father of Zerubbabel." But back to Haggai. Zerubbabel is told that God will make him like his signet ring. The signet ring was a symbol of authority. It was who you are, and it was a way you knew you were going to get something done. So this is God reaffirming His promise. He's taking Zerubbabel and making him into something precious. Not only something precious, but useful. If you put your signet ring on something, you knew that was going to get done. And so He's reaffirming His promise to an offspring, and also reaffirming that this is His people, and He has called them. Even after the shaking and the overturning that God had talked about a few verses earlier, Israel survived. They've been through so much, the people of Israel, in the millennia that they've been around, but they have been chosen by God. Jesus' sacrifice, which the whole Old Testament points to, allows us Gentiles, or anyone who believes in Christ, to share in this same promise and to become children of God. So this passage as a whole reaffirms God has chosen us, and that He will keep His promises. See y'all.